Good evening, and welcome to Macon's Minute. I am your host, Tony Anthony Macon, your source for all news. Tonight's subject: streets gotta eat. Streets gotta eat. And keeping the same energy. I will be talking about a few different subjects. This is a new part of my media venture. I still will be doing Off the Glass with Myron Walker, Devin, and a host of others. But this is something that I'll be posting to Facebook every other day or so. Maybe something just to be on the lookout for whenever there's hot news or something hot in the news just to talk about. I will be popping my head up, jumping on camera, and rocking the microphone. Today I'll be talking about XXXTentacion. Rest in peace to that young man. Also, Leangelo Ball and Jameis Winston. I had to laugh twice. It's like objective hate is what I spew. But let's start. Artist, because he did more than just rap. XXXTentacion was murdered this week. Right now, it's being ruled that it was an attempted, it was a robbery. I won't call it attempted. They took his Louis bag. Artist XXXTentacion was at a motorcycle dealership, and the gunman ran down. Now, I don't want to sound insensitive, but I keep the same energy. There's a lot of things we talk about on a daily that people just don't keep the same energy. And what made me really keep this energy and what made me jump on camera today to really talk about this was the fact that earlier today I saw a video of a Brooklyn teenager being killed. He was stabbed. He was only 15. There was and actually I may talk about that after I talk about this X story. But he was killed by 5 other guys, and it made me think about how daily people just really disregard the human life. No one really cares about the human life. And so when I say keep the same energy, I'm speaking on the fact that we all laugh when you hear shit like niggas die every day, B. Right? I mean, for those of you who are believers of God, when you heard X died, the ones that are crying in the streets because they're a fan of the artist, don't get it fucked up. I listen to the artist. I'm not a fan of anyone, but I fucked with his music. It was dope. Thought he was very talented. But I got to keep the same energy. And that energy is the streets got to eat. Now let me explain the streets got to eat. Let me sip. Cognac and Coca-Cola. Hennessy and Coke. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. But streets gotta eat. And with that being said, I'm only saying this because this is something that I think needs to be taught. Charlemagne always makes reference, Charlemagne the God, for those of you who know, everybody knows who he is. He always makes reference to how, like, I think he says it's something like the dumbest people come from Florida, or something of that sort, the craziest people come from Florida. All of Florida, and like, I think, is it the Bronx or something like that, or one of those boroughs in New York. But the thing is, this young man had no security around him. You're a high-profile rapper. You have he was in a Beamer with suicide doors, Louis bag. So if you, as an artist with a Louis bag and a Beamer, the streets is watching you heavy if they see you out and about. You can't go to the regular hoods. You got to be way away from where you normally are. And they caught him lacking. They caught him lacking. It was 3 men, they said, ran down on him. They got one in custody. But they didn't even say he was a shooter. They said he was a driver. But from the stories, it sounded like they may have saw him out and about. And the first thought, that's fast food. You gotta, like I said, this is for people, this is to teach people. Like I said, I don't want to sound insensitive, but this is to teach people, the youngins, that the streets got no love. They don't care who you are. They gives no fucks. So if you out and about, always be aware of your surroundings. I'm a person who, the first thing I do when I get to my car, I jump in the car and I turn the motherfucker on. Because if anything pops off, I'm running through niggas. If I see a nigga run up to the car, I'm running him over, and I'll explain to the judge later. Judge, I don't know what happened. He ran up to the car. I was in danger for my life, so I ran the nigga over. Point blank. I'm running through niggas. And these guys ran down on him. They said it was a struggle, too. So that's another thing. A struggle. Please, 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 please. Just let it go. Just let it go. Like I said, I was young and dumb at one point in time. There was nobody to look out for me to tell me these certain things. I was down to die for my chain. 50 said it. 50 said people don't fuck with me because they know I'm down to die for my chain. Yeah, you can be down to die for your chain, but if they got the one up on you, you may just die. And in this case, they said it was a struggle. An ex was shot 3 times. Unfortunate situation. Very unfortunate. But it's just that, like I said, I don't think people care or have any regards to the human life. Please, people, be careful. There should have been more people around X. Like I said, high profile superstar. People know who you are. People see you out and about, and they own you. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Player haters. People hate to see other people prospering. It's just what it is. I welcome the haters. Love it. But, like I said, I got 20 rounds for 30 clowns. Try me. It was, they're still searching for the two gunmen that actually ran down on them and shot them. You know, a lot of niggas actually talk that respect the shooter talk. Are you keeping the same energy right now? Are you a XXX fan who's boo-hooing? Or are you keeping the same energy and are you respecting the shooter because that's what you niggas talk? Right? That's what y'all say. Streets gotta eat. Are y'all keeping that same energy? Niggas die every day, B. I ain't gonna lie, I'm keeping the same energy. I ain't always about the shooter, the killer. Nah. Not all about player hating. Let that man live. Let him get it what he got. If it was a struggle, obviously he wasn't shooting. Punch him in the face. Take the shit. It's two of y'all. Pull him up out of the BMW. You ain't got to kill him. But that's not me. I don't rob people. So, like I said, if I get caught up, I've been robbed before. Not a fun sight. Was not fun at all. Niggas always say what they gonna do until they get robbed. I got caught lacking. Nigga ran up on me. I took an L. Oh, yes, I did. My life was worth more than that. Now, however, I remember this motherfucker's face, and I swear on everything, if I was to ever see him again, I'm snapping necks and cashing checks. But I probably will never see that guy again. He looked like Rick James. I let a nigga look like Rick James run up on me and get me. But it happened.